welcome to Medicine for the Soul. This is our beginner's yoga course and we're now on week 5. My name is Kat and welcome. I hope you've been practicing with me before in the previous 4 classes, but if not, then welcome. So today we're going to be working with twists. So twisting the torso is a really great way to detoxify the body, the organs, really help with digestion, and also can really build some good core strength there as well, especially in the obliques. So that's what we're going to be working with today. We're also going to be working with what's called a vinyasa. So a vinyasa is a little sequence of movements that are put together, and you might often see it in a yoga class or heard a yoga teacher say take a vinyasa, and I'm going to explain exactly breaking down what that means, because then next week we're going to be including our vinyasa in a sun salutation sequence. So a sun salutation again is a sequence of poses that we practice that really covers the whole body, so it works all the muscles. It's a really great way to warm up, and it's a real meditative practice flowing with the breath. So don't worry, it's not too hard. All of the poses that we have practiced leading up to here have been covered that are in the sun salutation, so it's nothing new. It's just sequencing with the breath, and hopefully a really lovely takeaway for you to be able to practice on your own as well. So we're going to start seated today, and we'll just start with a warm-up. So just tucking the chin down, rolling the shoulders a couple times. We can rest the hands on the knees. Big exhale and just release, ground yourself down, settle into the practice. Feel the tailbone really grounding yourself into the mat. Imagining like someone's got string at the top of the head, gently pulling up the spine. So really finding length upwards, but also grounding downwards. And then tucking the chin, back of the neck is long, eyes are closed. Breathing that deep belly breath that we want to cultivate in our practice. So in and out through the nose, right down to the belly. Let the belly swell with every inhale. I'm going to start today's practice with a short breathing exercise, and it's called alternate nostril breathing, and it really helps to balance out the sides of the brain and focus the mind. So we're going to keep the left hand where it is and use the right hand. So we're going to basically breathe in through the right nostril and out through the left, then in through the left and out through the right, and we just keep breathing in this way. And as I said, it really clears out kind of any energy blockages or kind of conflicts between the sides of the brain, and kind of leaves you feeling really calm and focused. It's a really great way to start the day as well, and with a sun salutation perhaps too. So middle finger of the right hand, placing it in between the eyebrows. The right thumb, will close the right nostril, and the ring finger will close the left nostril. So maybe you can just kind of play around with just how that feels for a moment. Just kind of twisting the hand, the wrist, to allow yourself to close each nostril. So I'll guide us through the breath. Just come back to center, tuck the chin down, find that good point with your head up, tailbone down, shoulders relaxed. Good. So we'll always breathe really deeply and fully through the nose, right down into the belly. So we're going to all exhale the air out together to start. And then we'll close the left nostril with the finger, and big inhale through the right nostril. Close the right nostril with the thumb, big exhale through the left. Big inhale through the left. Close left, big exhale through right. Big inhale through right. Close right, big exhale through left. Big inhale through left. Last time, big exhale through right. Releasing the right hand back on the lap and just breathing normally through both nostrils. Big, full, deep breaths, just noticing how you feel. Great way to start your focus in this meditative practice that is yoga. Good. We'll gently open the eyes. Really good. So as we inhale, we're going to reach the hands above the head. And as we exhale, we're going to just come into a really gentle twist to start. So we'll just twist to the right and just place the left hand just somewhere along the front of this body. And we can just kind of push back with the left arm on that, on the body, maybe on the left leg, and almost pushing the left shoulder forward and letting the right shoulder spin back. So in twists here, we want to imagine that our spine is like a towel that we're wringing out, keeping really straight and just using the core. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Good. And then we'll gently look forward and then just come back to center. A little wiggle. Big inhale, reach the arms up again. And then exhale to the left. So not leaning back on that left hand, it's really just on the fingertips. Shoulders are drawing away from the ears. Feel that nice stretch in the neck as well. Pushing on the leg with that right hand to twist you a bit deeper. Good, and then look forward. Really good. Big inhale, we'll reach the hands up. Exhale, twisting to the right, but this time placing the left hand on the right knee. Twist a bit deeper this time. You can really pull on that right knee. Looking right behind you. Inhale, reaching up. So we flow with the breath. Exhale to the left, right hand on left knee, drawing the shoulders away from you. Good. Inhale, look forward, reaching up. Really good. Exhale, we're just going to draw the right hand to the side and we'll just come into a gentle side bend. And then inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. Good. Looking up underneath that right arm. Keep the right shoulder pushing away. Feel that stretch in the right core, side of the core. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to dive forward. Crawl the fingers forward like spiders. Feel that length. And check in as your tailbone is still grounding down. We can release the head. Maybe sway side to side. Big deep breaths here. Quite fluid movements here, just warming up the body. Good. So we're all going to bring the hands into the center and lift the right hand up. We're just going to thread it underneath the body. So we're just going to kind of look behind our left shoulder. If you want, you can almost, again, have those spider fingers and almost crawl the right fingers away from you. So you're really hugging that right shoulder in and the left shoulder back. Good. And then gently back to center. Big inhale, find length, draw the shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, we'll begin to just twist the torso to the left. Crawl the left hand underneath. Find that left shoulder really pulling with the hand. Draw that right shoulder back. Good. And then gently come back to center, drawing the hands back to the knees. Give yourself any little release that you need, maybe in the shoulders. So having the hands on the knees, as we exhale, we're going to lean back into the legs and tuck the chin in. And then inhale, push the chest forward and the shoulders back. Good. Exhale, rounding, tuck the chin in. Inhale, arching. One more time. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching. Good. Come back to neutral spine. We're going to place the right leg out long. Keep this left knee hugged in as much as you can. If you can move it to be closer to the thigh, then do that. And try and keep this left knee pushing down. If this is really uncomfortable for you, then you can bring this left leg like this. Good. So we're going to place the left hand to behind the left thigh. Bring the right hand and almost twist around, looking both at the hands. As we inhale, we're going to sweep that hand up. Open the chest. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, opening the hand, following with your gaze. Exhale, down. Good. This time, if you'd like, we can lift the hips up as we move. So we shift the hips forward, Big inhale. Let that right hand come back. Exhale down. One more time. Just with the hand if that's better for you. Big inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale back down. And then we'll just twist the torso over this right leg. Keep the left knee pushing down. Big inhale, arms up. And then exhale, coming into a really gentle fold, so we're still warming up. So we're not going to force anything here. Maybe just pulsing up and down and just resting the hands wherever they do land on the leg. Big exhale together here, find a bit more space. Good. Gently come back up. And we'll just draw both feet in front of the body. And we'll do a few more of those spinal rolls. So hands on the knees, exhale, rounding back, tuck the chin in. Deep release across the back of the shoulders. Inhale, chest forward, opening the knees, look up. Good. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching. Good. Last time. Exhale, rounding. Coming back to neutral spine, we'll draw this right leg in, place the leg out long. So just making sure that you're getting comfortable here again. This right leg can just be like this if that's better. Keep the left leg really flexed, heel pointing away from us, right hand by our right leg. Bring the left fingers, maybe they can touch the ground, maybe they rest on the knee, but we just want to have that feeling of the twist. Big inhale, reach the left hand up. Exhale, drawing it back down. Good. Inhale, left hand lifting up. Good. Exhale, drawing it down. Continue like this, or we can involve the hips. Inhale, sweep the hips, push them forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Good. One more time. Inhale, forward and up. Feel the shoulder blades meet behind the back, opening the chest. Good. Exhale, back and down. Good. And then we'll just bring our torso over this left leg. Big inhale, sweeping the hands up, and then exhale, very, very gentle, forward fold. And just use your breath here to help every exhale, finding a bit more space. Keeping the shoulders really relaxed. Good, last exhale, really good. Perfect. So we'll just draw that knee back in, but we're going to sit cross-legged, but the other way around. So very often we'll have one ankle in front of the other. That's our kind of default. We're just going to switch that up and have the other leg in front. Big inhale, reach the hands up. And as we exhale, forward fold, and just notice how you perhaps can feel this now more in your left glute and hip. My left ankle is in front, so I feel it in the left, but whichever ankle is in front for you, you'll feel it more in that glute and hip. So it's important to sometimes mix it up so you're equally stretching them. And we can just again fluidly move side to side, keeping the shoulders and the neck super relaxed. Good. Drawing the hands back up. Perfect. Dive the hands forward and we'll come into our tabletop just for a moment. Just one little spinal release here. Exhale, rounding. Good. Inhale, arching. Really full deep breath. Really enjoy that feeling of filling up the lungs. Good. Come back to neutral spine and we're going to do thread the needle. So this is another lovely twist. Big inhale, reaching the right hand up. Similar to before, really following it with your gaze and drawing the shoulder blades behind the back. And as we exhale, we're going to draw that right arm underneath and through. Right shoulder and the right side of the face on the mat. Left hand pushing that left shoulder back. Big deep breaths here, either staying like this, or if you feel stable, we can maybe lift that left hand up. Maybe even wrapping it around the body, really rolling away that left shoulder. Good. Gently bring your weight into that left hand. We're going to sweep the right hand all the way back up again. Big inhale. Good. Exhale. Placing it back down. Lifting up the feet, giving your ankles a roll. Maybe letting them sway side to side. Good. So we'll just set up for the other side. Big inhale, sweeping the left hand up. And then exhale, drawing the left arm underneath. Thread the needle. Pushing out of the ground with that right hand. Finding a deeper twist. Maybe we can lift the right hand up or keep it on the ground, it's fine. Up to you here. And then placing the right hand down, left hand comes back up. One final spinal release. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, arching, really good. And we'll just walk ourselves back to sitting on the shins and just do a little shoulder release here. Neck rolls. And I'd like you to just be a bit intuitive sometimes with what you feel your body needs, and go ahead and do that. So I'm just the guide, really, and it's your practice, it's your body. So if you feel, oh, my neck needs a little roll, then go ahead and do that. So we're going to start to break down the vinyasa. So to start with, we'll just warm up the wrists a little bit. So interlacing the hands and just letting them kind of roll and wave. Really important to do when we've got weight on the wrists. Especially if our wrists aren't that used to bearing much weight, they can be quite weak and get very easily injured. So warming them up really helps, and then obviously taking it slowly, building up your wrist strength, and just listening to your body. If your wrists feel a bit funny, then do just rest them. So we take a vinyasa when we practice in vinyasa yoga, which is very common style of yoga, where we will practice a little mini sequence on one side of the body, say leading with the right leg, and then we want to kind of rebalance ourselves before we do the left side of the body. So we often would start the vinyasa in a downward facing dog. So perhaps we've done something with this right leg, or we've come into a lunge or a warrior two or something like that, and we find ourselves back in downward dog, and we want to do the same sequence but on the other side. So we'll start in downward dog. So if you just pause for a moment just to watch me do one, and then we will break it down together. So we're in downward facing dog. We're going to bring our weight forward so that the shoulders are over the wrists, and we're in plank. We're going to exhale and let the knees and then the feet come down onto the mat. That same exhale, we release all the way down to the ground. As we inhale, we come into a very gentle little back bend. Draw the shoulders and the elbows back. And as we exhale, we push back to tabletop and then back to our downward dog. Good. So you want to make sure the downward dog is long or wide enough to support you in your coming forward in plank. If your downward dog's too short, then it's going to be really difficult for you to stay in plank and almost impossible for you to lower down. So maybe make just a slightly wider downward dog than normal. And the legs and the heels can be lifted here, that's absolutely fine. So finding yourself in downward dog to start, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to push the chest towards the thighs. Breathe deeply. Good. So on an inhale, we're going to all roll forward into plank. Engage the core, pushing out of the ground with the hands. Big inhale here. And exhale, drop the knees. Really good. Drop the feet onto the mat. That same exhale, we lower like a plank. So not dipping the hips down, keeping the body really secure and tight all the way down to the mat. Inhale, we lift up, draw the shoulders and the ears away, and then exhale, push back to tabletop, tuck the toes, and then push back to downward dog. Good. So we're just going to do that one more time. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, drop the knees, drop the feet, drop the chest and chin. Inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, right back up to tabletop, and then back to downward dog. Really good. Big deep breath. We can drop the knees and just rest for a moment here. In child's pose, let the forehead come to the mat and the arms either side of the body. Big deep breaths here. Good, and then we can have the hands either side of the shoulders and just roll ourselves up gently. Big shoulder roll at the top, good. So I hope you found that okay. Maybe it's not your first time practicing, in which case I guess it's good to go over the basics again. Inhale, we'll reach the hands up. We'll just come into a gentle twist here to release. So as we exhale, drawing the right hand behind us, left hand can rest somewhere on that right leg. Again, really drawing the shoulders away from the ears, looking behind you. Maybe you can hold on to one of your feet and almost pull and roll that right shoulder really back and away from you. And then inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale to the left. Drawing both shoulders away from you. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Perfect. Exhale, drawing the hands down. We're going to find our downward dog. Perfect. So we're going to do a little sequence here so that you can see how a vinyasa might work in a kind of sequence of yoga. So we'll start in downward dog. We'll walk the feet just slightly into center. We're going to inhale, lift that right leg up, coming into three-legged dog. Big inhale here. Good. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the shoulders over the wrist, bring that knee in and place the foot somewhere on the mat. Use the hand to help bring it forward if you need. And then we're going to drop this left heel into the center and then come up into our warrior one. So we recovered this in our first class together. So we want the hips to be facing forward, sinking the hips down. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing deeply. Big inhale, big exhale. Good. We'll draw the hands down. And then we'll just step back to plank. So here is where we would take our vinyasa. Big inhale, exhale, drop the knees, dropping the chest and chin. Inhale into our gentle back bend. Back via tabletop, tuck the toes, back to downward dog. Really good. Reset here. If you feel to walk out the downward dog, then you can. And then we'll inhale, lift the left leg. Keep the right heel drawing down. Exhale, bring that leg all the way through, place it in between the hands. The right heel comes into the center and big inhale, reach up into our warrior one, really good. Again, left hip pushing back, right hip pushing forward. Big deep breaths, really bending into that front leg, sinking the hips. And then exhale, bend into that leg more, plant the hands, step, slide that left foot back, plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin. Inhale, back bend. Come a bit deeper if you feel you can. Exhale, back by the knees to tabletop. Good. So these vinyasas do make the yoga a bit more kind of cardio, I guess. A really great way to build up your core and arm strength. So a really great way to, get a bit of strength practice into your yoga. And we'll just do one more little flow. Drawing the feet together. Big inhale, reaching that right leg up. Exhale, drawing the leg all the way through. Again, we find warrior one. So bringing that left heel in. Feet should be hip width apart to give you space to balance. Big inhale, reaching the hands up. Sink the hips down. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Big deep breath, good. So we're going to now come into a high lunge. So we're going to let the left heel lift up and twist around. So both feet are facing forward. Maybe we can even slide that foot forward and give us more space to really come deep into our high lunge. We're going to come into a twist. So as we exhale, we're going to draw the hands to center. And we're just going to twist the torso to our right. Either keeping the hands here or maybe opening the hands out wide. Really pushing that right hand back, feeling it in the core here. Good. Inhale, look forward to start and then lift the hands. Big inhale. Exhale, draw the hands down. Slide that right leg back to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, drop the chest and chin. Inhale into our back bend. Good. Exhale. Find your way back to downward dog. Really good. Rest here in child's pose if you need. Otherwise, we can walk out the downward dog. focus on your breath. Walking the feet into center, big inhale, reach that left leg up. Exhale, drawing that leg all the way through, place it along the mat, use your hand to help you if you need. Spin that right heel round, make sure the feet are hip width apart. And then big inhale, we'll reach the hands up. Coming into our warrior one, sink the hips down, draw the shoulders away from the ears, big deep breath. Good. We'll lift up that right heel and then let the foot slide. So both feet are facing forward, sinking down and drawing that right heel back. Good. Big inhale as we exhale, drawing the hands down, and then we'll twist to the left. Good. Engage the core here. Keep breathing. I know you can feel it in that left quad, but we've got this. Open the hands out wide, look behind at that left hand. One more big breath. Good. Look forward. Big inhale, sweep the hands up. Super good. Exhale, drawing the hands down. Slide that left foot back. Our last vinyasa. Big inhale. Exhale, drop the knees. Drop the chest and chin. Inhale into our back bend. Exhale back by a tabletop. Back to downward dog. Really good. Walk the hands back towards the feet, and we'll just hang over the legs here. Keep the weight forward in the feet and let the arms hold on to each opposite elbow. Feel the shoulders really falling out of their sockets. The neck and the head are completely relaxed. Maybe swaying side to side here. And just take this moment to bring your awareness back to your breath. Noticing how you feel, flowing with your breath, finding that meditative practice, that stillness in the mind. Good, and then we'll just release the hands. Gently roll all the way up the back. Keep the arms really heavy. Big shoulder roll when you get to the top. Good. Just releasing the neck. So we'll just take a step forward and we're going to open out wide to our goddess pose. So toes are facing the back corners of the mat. As we inhale, we sink the hips down, not out, and let the knees track over the legs, opening out the hips here. Hands can be resting on the knees and shoulders down. Big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to twist to the right and drop the left shoulder down. Good. Inhale back up. Exhale to the left. One more inhale back up. Exhale to the right. Can feel it in the quads again. Inhale back up. Last time. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, sweeping the hands all the way up. Big inhale, good. Exhale, we're going to just sink the hips down and come into our low squat. So maybe drawing the feet slightly closer together, and we can just gently kind of sway side to side here, make it a bit wider squat than normal and a bit more dynamic as well. So really dipping the knees down, letting the heels lift up, feeling it in the inside of the thighs. Good. And then we'll come to center. We'll bring the hands behind us. We'll sink the hips down. Good. And draw the soles of the feet together and come into a gentle forward fold. Just gently sway side to side. Release the head and the neck. Big deep breaths. Really good. Gently lifting back up. We'll draw the left leg in, so it's kind of like in a sitting cross-legged position with the left leg. But just push the left knee kind of a bit more into center. So we're letting that left foot slide to our right, and we're going to place the right foot over the left knee. If this is too much, straighten the left leg and just have the right leg over the left knee. But if you can, bending that left leg as well. It's up to you here. Well, it's up to how open your hips are. And then we're going to wrap this left arm around the right knee, hug the knee in, lift the chest up, find length and height, and then exhale, twist. Look behind you, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Big breath here. Big exhale, twist a bit deeper. Good, and then inhale back to center, really good. We'll just bring both legs into the center, wrap the arms around the shins and lean back into the legs. Big deep breaths. Really good. So we'll bring the right leg underneath and through, or have it straight if you know that you need that. It's absolutely fine. Bring that left leg over. So the left foot is over the right leg and the right leg is either bent or can be out long. Good. We'll draw the right hand around the left knee, really finding lift and height with the chest, and then exhale, twisting to our left, drawing both shoulders away from the ears. Good. One more breath, and then gently looking forward. Really good. So we'll just make sure we've got room to roll back now. So take some rock and rolls if you'd like, or we can just roll gently back to be on our back. I'm going to take some rolls because I think it's a really great way to kind of release the back of the body. Maybe even letting the feet again flick over the head and really slowing it down. Maybe the feet can even find the mat behind you. Really feel that deep release of the neck and of the hips, of the back. And we'll all just meet lying down, drawing the knees into the chest. Maybe just letting those knees make little circles on the ground. Just feel that massaging out the lower back. Good. Letting both feet float down to the mat. Big inhale here, and as we exhale, we'll let both knees fall over to the left and open the right hand, palm facing up. If you'd like to deepen the twist, then you can place the left foot on the outside edge of the right knee and just really draw the knees further to the left. Feel that in the right side core here. Exhale, letting everything go, releasing any tension. Gently coming back up to center. Big inhale and exhale over to the right. Looking over the left shoulder, palm facing up. Staying here or placing the right foot on top of the left knee. Big deep breaths, releasing on an exhale. Good. Gently inhale, use the core to bring yourself up. Lengthen the right leg out long and then the left leg. Palms facing up either side of the body. Tucking the chin down. Big inhale together through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Release the shoulder blades, release the legs, melt into the mat. And just give a moment to think of all the movement that you've just done. And be grateful for your body for allowing that to happen. I'm proud of yourself for returning to your mat and really making this commitment to yourself. We'll just let all thoughts go now and bring our awareness to the breath. If you find the mind is wandering, maybe you can have an internal voice that says inhale when you inhale and exhale when you exhale, to really help focus the mind on the breath. Just being really mindful of the breath and just being happy and content with just being with the breath, and that is all. No doing, no thinking, no planning, no achieving, just being. And just checking in with the body that all the muscles are relaxed here. All the muscles in the face, and the shoulders, and the arms, and the legs. Just checking in if you've been taken away by a thought, and just acknowledging that has happened without any judgment. But just let that thought go now. The last few moments, bring yourself back to your breath. And just beginning to deepen your breath. And on your next inhale, we can reach the hands above the head and give ourselves a full stretch. Good. And then exhale, very gently rolling onto our right hand side. Just rest the head in the hands for a moment. Using the hands to very slowly guide us up to a seated position. Crossing the legs. Tucking the chin down. Just checking in, noticing how different the body and the mind now feels from how we started in this pose at the start of the class. Big inhale, reaching the hands above the head, opening the eyes. Exhale, drawing the hands to center. Namaste. Well, thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed learning about the vinyasa, if that was your first time with that. There is a PDF document with every class on this series that might be especially useful for this class if you do want to go over that again. And next time we will be incorporating the vinyasa into a sun salutation, so a full sequence going over a lot of the poses that we've done in the 6 weeks together. So I hopefully will see you then. Thank you.